Coming up on midday, a community continues to say goodbye to a teen killed in a rollover last weekend. And a crossing guard dancing her way into the hearts of others. That heartwarming story straight ahead. Plus, an Odessa home goes up in flames. How firefighters believe it started. This is CBS 7 News at midday.
Live from the most watched station in West Texas, you're watching CBS 7 News, the breaking news and weather authority. CBS 7 News at midday starts now.
Good afternoon, everybody. We start all new here at midday. A now former Howard County jailer is behind bars this afternoon, accused of official oppression. According to court documents, 60-year-old John Spence took his personal vehicle with his wife inside to pick up 2 inmates to be transported back to Big Spring last week. Documents state he picked up the first inmate, Kermit, and then began exchanging words with that inmate once inside of his car. That inmate told investigators that Spence pulled over a few blocks away and then hit him with chains. Spence then drove to the Midland County Jail, where he picked up a second inmate. That inmate told investigators that when he got into the car, he noticed Spence's wife in the front seat with an unholstered gun. He then began to call for help. That's when, according to court documents, Spence punched that inmate. Surveillance video shows the entire confrontation. And once Spence arrived at the Howard County Jail, the inmate from Midland filed an official complaint and an investigation was then opened. During that investigation, Spence resigned from the Howard County Sheriff's Office. Another arrest to tell you about. An Odessa mother is accused of stabbing her son with a pair of scissors. That is according to Odessa police. 56-year-old Kay McCoy stabbed her son's right forearm with a pair of scissors after an argument Tuesday, according to police. Once on scene, officers noticed 34-year-old Terrence Williams was bleeding and tried to stop Kay McCoy from leaving. She's been charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The community is preparing to say goodbye to Permian student Kate Chorney. This is still our most read story on our website today. Kate died in a rollover on Northwest Cliff last weekend. Kate's funeral will be tomorrow at 1 p.m. at Northside Baptist Church. It is open to the community. Her family asks that people who attend bring a yellow rose for Kate. We'll continue to monitor this story and bring you any updates on our website. 3 people died after a motorcycle crash last weekend. That is according to DPS. They say that 2 of the people that were killed were pulled over trying to help that injured motorcyclist. It happened Sunday on Business 20. DPS say a motorcycle hit a truck from behind, and then another driver stopped to check on that injured driver who was lying on the road. That's when another motorcycle hit those people trying to render aid and then crashed into a pickup at the scene. 2 of the Good Samaritans were killed along with that first motorcyclist. Still no official word on what sparked a house fire yesterday. It happened on the 1500 block of East 11th Street in Odessa. Firefighters believe it was started by contractors doing work on the roof. They say the majority of the damage is in the attic and there is smoke damage throughout the entire home. Thankfully, no one was injured. Another story all new at midday. Odessa police are still trying to find a driver that hit a wooden fence and took off. Take a look. Authorities say that a dark-colored sedan hit a fence while driving on East 46th Street. Look at them. They're just driving away. The driver backed up, took off without making any sort of contact with the homeowners. If anyone has any information on who that driver is, call Crime Stoppers at 333-TIPS. Turning to state headlines, a crossing guard is grabbing the attention of an Austin neighborhood with more than just her smile, but her feet too. Raven Ambers has more.
You be careful, okay? See you this afternoon. Yes, thank you.
In Northwest Austin.
Thank you.
Raven Ambers.
Have a good day.
CBS Austin News.
She is so cute. Still ahead, there is no reason senior citizens can't engage in social media. We've got that story coming up. But first, here's a live look over the skies of Presidio, where temperatures are not expected to get out of the 50s today. We've got your 7-day forecast, including what to expect Friday night football. Here's a word to the wise. You better bundle up. And here's a quick look at the numbers on Wall Street this afternoon. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Hello, I'm Krista Escamilla. Welcome to Mom's Everyday Minute. Thanks so much for joining us, and you make it a great tech day.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday to you. We've made it to the end of the week here. We are looking at significantly colder conditions out there today than we did yesterday. Yesterday, we touched just 1 degree shy of 90. Today, we're looking at temperatures struggling to even get out of the mid-50s. 3 for the high on Tuesday. Most of the trick-or-treaters heading out. We'll see temperatures between 40 and 50, especially after the sun sets.
Mr. Food is brought to you by Subway and by Culligan. Better water, pure and simple.
Whenever we do a recipe for a homemade candy bar or fudge, we see a huge increase in visitors to our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a sinfully rich and chocolatey way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. Oh, very good. Very chocolate.
Critics say President Trump's declaration of a public health emergency doesn't do enough to fight the opioid epidemic. Major Garrett has more from the White House.
I am directing all executive agencies to use every appropriate emergency authority to fight the opioid crisis.
With an addiction crisis in overdrive,
real resources.
Drug overdoses are the leading cause of death among Americans under the age of 50. Opioids kill an estimated 91 people every day. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Let's get a last look at your 7-day forecast. Big changes today. We're only going to get up to about 58 degrees, and the real concern is overnight tonight. It's going to get down into the 30s, and then it's going to be really nice for a few days after that. Another cool down on Halloween. Y'all have a great weekend.